Welcome back, investors, to Ticker Time News. I'm Adam, and here's the latest segment from the After Hours show. Back on October 14th, GitLab, ticker symbol GTLB, stormed onto the scene as its IPO priced well above an upwardly revised expectation range of $77 versus the $66 to $69 range that it said it was going to launch at, and opened for trading with a 22% gain all the way up to $94.25. The exuberance for its IPO was easy to understand given the impressive growth rates that the DevOps platform has pioneered. It was producing. With a long runway for future growth, the bullish sentiment intensified and shares pushed even higher, crossing the $135 mark by mid-November. However, this launch higher resulted in an excessive valuation as its forward PE ballooned to over 60 times, putting the stock in a precarious position, with growth stocks beginning to fall out of favor due to the prospects of higher interest rates. And now, folks, we have the higher interest rate environment starting early next year, highlighting how quickly the tide can turn for a hot IPO. GitLab has tumbled by over 40% from its highs, with the stock experiencing notable weakness this past week following its first earnings report with the public company, and that is a very, very important report. The first earnings report of a publicly traded company is always exciting for the company and for investors because we finally get to see behind the curtain. Despite posting a solid beat and raise performance, the results weren't enough to swing momentum back into its favor, presumably because its rich valuation remains a sticking point for investors. For Q3, GitLab registered an adjusted loss per share of 34 cents, with revenue growing by 58% year over year to $66.8 million, exceeding analyst estimates of a loss of 48 cents and $59.3 million in revenue. Beyond the outperformance relative to estimates, several other key metrics highlight the strong demand environment for GitLab's platform. In particular, the company is winning an increasing number of deals with larger enterprises, reflected in a 73% increase in customers, totaling 427, with over $100,000 in annual recurring revenue. One of GitLab's more remarkable fundamental attributes is expressed through its dollar-based net retention rate, which continued to hover above the 130% level in Q3. This standout metric speaks to the success of GitLab's, its land and expand model, and the valuation that its customers are finding in its platform. The company offers a free version of its DevOps platform and two paid subscription tiers, Premium and Ultimate. And you know I love companies that have recurring revenue. Pricing for Premium and Ultimate is based on the number of users as well as the type of features being used under those plans. It's clear that as its platform becomes more entrenched across IT and operations teams, customers are expanding usage to accelerate the software development cycle. The company's outlook for Q4 was also solid, with it forecasting revenue of $69.5 to $70.5 million versus the $63.9 million expectation. If one wanted to nitpick just a little for GitLab's, their guidance does indicate a modest slowdown in year-over-year revenue growth to 51 to 53%, from 58% this quarter. Considering its lofty valuation, even a seemingly minor blemish did put pressure on the stock. But the slight deceleration in growth isn't alarming in my view, as GitLab laps difficult year-over-year comparisons, and as it grows in size, its growth rates are bound to slip a little. From a big picture perspective, its growth story remains compelling. Its CEO believes the company has a $40 billion market opportunity in front of it, supported by the rising need for companies of all sizes to modernize their software and bolster their digital capabilities. Through a single application, GitLab's DevOps platform enables teams to quickly develop software and efficiently, making companies more competitive. The long-term view may not be the focal point today as the stock's valuation comes back down to earth, but I believe there is still a lot to like in terms of GitLab's growth potential. What do you think about GitLab's and their growth and valuation? And do you think this bounce on the chart here on December 14th was a true bounce and a turnaround for the company? Or is the macro view of the economy shifting, going to put pressure on a growth company like GitLab's? Let me know in the comments below. Happy holidays! Get 5 free stocks from Webull. All you need to do is click the link in the description, tickertimenews.com/Webull, sign up for an account, and deposit any amount, $5, $10, it doesn't matter, any amount, and get 5 free stocks. Folks, that is free money during the holidays, and it's super simple to do. So click the link, tickertimenews.com/Webull, and get your 5 free stocks today. Have a wonderful holiday season, folks, and I'll see you in the next video.